Hello, all family, friends, strangers looking on YouTube. It's been over a year since I've done an update on the house, and I thought I would do that. I'm going to do it in like several segments. I'll do an outside, I'll go in the basement, first floor, second floor. I don't really see a point in the attic, but we've been busy over the last year between taking our kids to a million things, every sport and extracurricular, and working on the house. But here's what we've been doing. So outside, we've done a lot of cleaning. We've done a little bit of work in the vet garage, made like a little gym in there and changed up the lights. The living garage has become a workshop with lots of toolboxes and all our tools. Nothing with the pool, um, but and I was able to clear most of the property at the beginning of the spring season, but then my tractor broke, so I still have to fix that. We put in a fence for the dogs, so they have a pretty good area to run around in. We also planted a lot of different things. We cut down 2 of the dead apple trees, left 1, and put in a new apple tree as well as 2 pear trees. And fortunately, it was enough to fertilize it, so that remaining apple tree was able to bloom. We cut this forsythia back, and it grew back like 20-fold. What else? So on the outside of the house, we had several trees cut down. There was a huge spruce here. There were a bunch of locusts all around the house. Those were all cut down. You can see they're already coming back underneath the forsythia. We put in a ramp for Penny since her hips aren't great. Had gutters put on the house, which made a huge difference in the basement on getting water away from the foundation of the house. You can see remnants of all kinds of washing out tile buckets. We've done a lot of tiling on the shower and the bathroom. So plenty of cleanup. We also sealed the entire this loop of the driveway. 2 coats. It was like 62 buckets of asphalt sealant. Took a long time, and next year we'll do the rest of the driveway. More of the new gutters. We put in this light here. It's not even connected to electric. It's just a solar powered outside post. The top thing was smashed. I think when we circle back around the house, you'll see there's new lights. So all the external lights and outlets have been changed. Our plan is to take the shutters off probably next fall. New storm doors on most of the house here, so that's a brand new storm door, and the front boards here were rotten, so we changed those out, and we have to finish scraping and painting, and Lori's going to glaze that window. Little tubes to get all the water far away from the foundation. We rented a ditch witch and cut out a giant trench here that runs all the way to the creek, and that's how I'm getting rid of install the sump pump in the basement. This is just the temporary connection. I'll eventually run pipe that runs into the tube and gets everything out. New hose bibs on the outside of the house, concrete pad that we put in for our air conditioner, and you can see the continuation of the fence for the dogs. Let's see. We had to add a couple of air vents for the bathrooms, so climbed up on the top of the house there, and I don't know, I'd have to walk pretty far out for you to see them. But there's 2, just trust me, there's 2 new air vents up there, and there's a plumbing vent that I had to add for the stack in Finn's room. I'll show you where that starts in the basement and where it comes out. But I think overall, that's about it for outside. Most of that those trees that got cut down, at least the locusts are all over it in that pile, and this giant pile, and down in the basement for the winter. There's another light. This light's dead, and someday I'll replace it, but I don't have a lamp to put in its place right now to cover up the hole in the siding. The only problem we've seen structurally with the house is on this corner right here. This entire 9x9 post is completely rotted out, so we got to fix that. Fortunately, with the bloom framing, all the studs do the work. They're carrying the load. We just pull our mantle back out of the building. We're going to try to put that over the fireplace soon. I think that's about it for the outside. Eventually, we'll cover this entire porch as like an entryway, kind of all-season room, just to store coats and shoes and stuff in, and kind of get a barrier for the kitchen. That's it for the outside stuff that I can think of. Yeah. Head in the house.